welcome back to the One Shot Movie Podcast. I'm your host, Vincent.
And I'm Johnny. Welcome back to this episode. This is a very different episode with a different movie that we've never done before.
Yeah.
We've never done anything within this genre either.
No. So it's a big step for all of us,
And with us we have a special guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Skyvon Hardy. Nice to meet you guys. I'm from New York City, filmmaker, film lover.
He actually reached out to us over Instagram and said he would love to be on the podcast, and we were more than happy to hear that, honestly.
Yeah. This is our first guest that we actually don't know at all.
Yeah.
So this is a big stepping stone for us. So this is really exciting.
Yeah. I'm excited too.
Awesome. Well, we're glad to hear that, and we're really glad to have you on the show. It's great to hear, people reaching out to us like you did. It was heartwarming, I have to say. It really was.
And it takes some balls to reach out to people because sometimes you're for me personally, I know I wouldn't reach out to somebody because I get too nervous.
Yeah.
I get
I always
declined or people say no.
Yeah.
So I think that's awesome, and I'm glad you did.
Yeah. Everybody
you guys work. You guys are deadass doing good work. I mean, I respect what you guys are doing. I'm like, yo, and if I could be a part of it, it'd be awesome. You know what I mean? So that's a testament to the work you guys have been putting into this podcast. So
thank you.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. We really do. Yeah, I always have to reach out to people over Instagram.
Yeah.
Majority of the time.
That's true.
If I'm trying to big name people, you reach out to big name people, you don't get offended if they don't answer. You understand.
That I feel we expect.
Right.
Because we've reached out to famous people to be on the show, and obviously they don't even read the message.
Right.
So it is what it is.
I just recently watched the Elvis movie maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
And I had it for shits and giggles. I was like, you know what? Let me message Austin Butler and try to get him on the show to review the movie with me. So
yeah,
I thought that was funny.
Who's the biggest celebrity you guys tried to reach out to?
I think it was just Austin Butler.
David Dobrik.
I tried to get David Dobrik because I want to do. You know what? This is gonna be. I'm making this a TikTok clip for you. Everybody tag David Dobrik in the comments because I want him to come on the show and review 50 First Dates.
That would be a pretty sick
episode.
I
know that is David Dobrik's favorite
movie.
movie of all time. I want him to be on the show and review 50 First Dates with us, and I'm putting that out into the world right now.
Everybody, right now in the comment section,
tag David Dobrik.
Tag him up.
We want him on the show. Yeah, we want him on the show to review 50 First Dates.
Now that would be something.
It'd be great, and it would be not a shitty Adam Sandler film for the first time.
No, it would not. All right, so what is today's film?
Today's film is Nope. It actually came out this year.
2022.
Yes.
So this is directed by Jordan Peele. It came out in 2022 with an R rating. The runtime is 2 hours and 10 minutes. The genre is horror, mystery, and sci-fi.
Sums it up right there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it has all those aspects. It really does. Yeah. And
it's suiting for Halloween.
Yeah. So exactly. This is our first, horror, I guess,
horror type film that we've done. They're all
because it's
rescue and happy films. They're
action,
comedies, and
all that sort of
or
stuff.
Or Shitty Jack and Jill.
Whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all three of those genres really sum up this movie. It is horror, it is mystery, and it is sci-fi.
Yeah, definitely.
There's really not much else to say about it. I mean, I guess you could probably classify action in there a little bit.
A little bit, but
not. It's not the whole film.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we're gonna jump into the plot of this movie. The plot of this movie is two siblings running a horse ranch in California discover something wonderful and sinister in the skies above, while the owner of an adjacent theme park tries to profit from the mysterious otherworldly phenomenon. I mean,
interesting.
Very interesting.
When I first watched this film, and he had the theme park right next to them, I didn't put two and two together that he'd be trying to cash grab on this until kind of late in this film.
Well, a lot of the trailers don't really show that.
No, they don't. So
now, Skyvon, what did you think of the plot of this movie? Did you think it was good? Do you think there was anything that needed to be done differently?
You know what? I actually really, really loved the plot, and I really I felt like I understood it better than a lot of filmmakers that I know. You know what I mean? I think that I got that it was trying to pay homage to filmmaking as a craft, which I thought was genius. because we don't really kind of see movies like that where like we put all the attention on the crew and like make the crew the heroes, because like that's just like how it is like in actuality, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's
So
true.
I really did appreciate that aspect of it. Yeah, and I think that Jordan Peele is great. I mean, it wasn't one of his like, like stereotypical like movies that like talks about like the Black experience in America, but like it really like that's what I thought the beauty was in this movie. You know what I mean? Like,
right. And I think Get Out is more so of what you're talking about with the Black experiences in America, right?
yeah. Or even like us in some aspects. I mean, but
okay. Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. This is the first Jordan Peele movie that I've actually seen.
I've seen Get Out.
I've been
really?
I've been meaning to watch Get Out. I just really haven't gotten around to it. And then you suggested that we watch Nope, so I was like, you know what? I guess I might as well see a Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah.
So I watched this one for the first time.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh my God. That's insane.
I know.
I know. I saw Get Out when it first came out in 2017, and I was like, okay, this movie's interesting. It's kind of cool, and I enjoyed it, but I kind of forgot about it for the last few years until I heard Jordan Peele's name again in this film. So I was like, oh, all right, awesome.
Did you guys both just skip Us?
Well, I saw the trailer for Us in theaters once, and I was like, oh, that looks really cool.
Yeah.
Never got around to seeing it, honestly.
Yeah, I haven't
really
seen
just
it either.
I really just haven't gotten around to seeing it. So those are really the two that I want to see is Get Out and Us.
All right, well, you gotta watch Us because that's my friend Itai's favorite movie, like all the time. Like he's like, and like speaking of, here's my boy Itai.
What's going on, y'all?
How you doing?
Big Jordan Peele fan.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, he's on a friggin' hot streak, really, with all of his movies that he's doing. He's got, like I said, Get Out. He's got Us. Nope is another really great one that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and he's written a lot.
Yeah, he has.
Well, no, sorry. He's directed a lot. He's written those three that we actually just talked about.
Yeah. So. But the thing is, like with Key and Peele, like he was like saying that almost like those like little sketches were like kind of like teaching him the craft of filmmaking, right? And he was writing and directing,
right?
He's making these like short films, like.
Well, that's with a lot of actors because a lot of actors on TV shows that you actually end up seeing that like they direct an episode of the show or they direct a few episodes of the show.
I've noticed that.
A lot of actors do tend to start directing and sometimes even produce stuff from their whole acting experience because they learn the whole process behind it.
Yeah, I know. Like personally, when I've seen Euphoria, the TV show.
Here we go again.
I've noticed in the credits after the fact that it said that Zendaya is actually a producer on the show, so she has a lot of influence on the show.
Yeah.
Which I've mentioned in a previous episode before.
Yes.
So go back and watch those to hear me talk about Euphoria and the naked.
Wait, what's your? I mean, like maybe we shouldn't go off on that much of a tangent, but like, what's your opinion on Euphoria?
I actually love the show. I thought it was very different from things that we've seen. Despite like the typical like high school people, like they get drunk and they do drugs and stuff like that, which we obviously see all the time. But I thought it was a really solid show. Exactly, it is the truth. But I thought it was a really excellent show.
So I don't have HBO Max, so I haven't watched it.
Well, dude, you haven't watched Jordan Peele.
I know.
See, finally, we can lay in on this guy. He hasn't watched some things.
Okay, but if you've listened to previous episodes of the podcast, John hasn't watched like so many good movies.
Yeah, that's
Half
fair,
of the movies I recommend him, he won't watch. Still hasn't watched Tower Heist, have you?
No, I have not watched Tower Heist.
Have you seen Tower Heist? With Ben Stiller, Eddie Murphy, all of them?
I can't lie on a podcast, so I'm gonna say no.
See,
oh my God.
Not just me, man. Come on.
Tower Heist is so good.
What's like the biggest movie like that you haven't seen like that? It's like something that would shock everyone.
I know I haven't seen Taxi Driver.
I haven't fully seen Taxi Driver.
So
I haven't fully seen.
I mean,
okay, no. I have one.
What?
The Godfather.
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Are you in the same boat, John?
I've seen parts of the first one, but I've never seen 2 or 3.
Okay.
So.
Well, yeah, I know the whole thing.
But I already know what it's all about.
In the bed,
yeah.
We lived it.
Exactly. We're both Italian guys, so we both know how it is.
We lived The Godfather.
Yeah. So it is what it is. I've seen bits and pieces, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the one that's probably the one that probably shocks a lot of people.
Yeah. Especially
Wow.
because like I'm Italian, people were like, "How have you never seen The Godfather? You're an
Right.
Italian guy."
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to
Wait, but
say.
have you guys seen The Sopranos?
I've seen a few episodes.
Yeah, I've seen episodes, but not the full series.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah. But like we always say, with a great plot comes the great cast.
Yeah, and who's our main guy in this film?
We have Daniel Kaluuya. I hope.
Daniel
Kaluuya, it is?
Okay.
Okay, cool. As O.J. Hayward. He is known for Get Out, Black Panther, and Queen and Slim.
Yeah.
And
as well as Judas and the Black Messiah, which he won an Oscar for.
Yes.
Yeah. We did we have him in another script for something? I feel like we did. I know we had
so.
Judas and the Black Messiah for another. We had another one of his castmates in there.
I don't know which movie it was, to be honest.
I completely forgot he was in Black Panther.
Yeah.
Completely slipped my mind.
Who did he play again in that?
He was the like rhino wrangler. Why is he always playing like some sort of like
ranch guy?
Yeah, ranch guy.
That's strange.
He's a horse trainer here. He's a rhino trainer in Black Panther. What's up with that?
I don't know.
He's a skilled man. What can I say?
Seriously.
I mean, we're talking about Academy Award winner Daniel Kaluuya.
Right, right.
He can do it all. He can do it all, and I'm going to emphasize that throughout the podcast. So.
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
So up next we have Keke Palmer, and she plays M, or Emerald Haywood, and she's known for her not cartoon days, but her child acting days as True Jackson VP. That's where I know her from in the first place. So she was actually also in.
He's singing the theme song right now.
That's great.
My God.
She's also known for Alice, the movie Hustlers, Pimp, and she was actually in an episode.
Was she in Hustlers?
Yeah, I saw that on her IMDb this morning. I didn't know that she was.
Wow.
Yeah.
With J-Lo, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I know.
Wait, can I curse on this podcast?
Yeah. No,
good,
go for it. You can.
Don't worry about it. You're good.
Yeah, and she was actually in a few episodes of Big Mouth.
I remember
which
hearing
I didn't
her
know
voice.
about.
I can't think of who was it.
I don't know what it was. I stopped watching Big Mouth after the second season, so
really,
I never really continued watching it. Did you ever watch that, Skyvon?
No, you know what? I'm not a big I like stupid cartoons. Like I like SpongeBob.
Fair enough.
I like. There's this thing called Total Drama Island. You guys seen it?
Yeah,
oh my
God.
God.
Of course.
I love Total Drama Island.
That's amazing. I thought it was like way ahead of his time.
Fantastic.
No, I agree. That's a great show.
But like you can't bring it back unless you bring back the original voice actors.
Oh, I
and
know.
everything like that.
It's not
like
possible.
I would love it if they did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like an adult version, maybe like Rick and Morty, not Rick and Morty style, but like, uncensored, unfiltered, like Adult Swim picked that up instead of Cartoon Network.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, it was kind of geared towards like older, like I should not have been watching it like in my generation of people watch. You know what I mean? Like,
not at all.
Yeah, like
I know, right?
Like,
yeah, super vulgar.
Yeah, I mean it was like kind of like those kids movies where they have little things in for the adults that are watching.
Oh, of course.
So it was technically a kids show, but if your mom or dad's sitting on the couch, they're like
they'll get a good laugh out of it.
They're like, this is great.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So up next, Skyvon, do you want to read our next cast member on this list?
All right. So next we got Brendan Pieta as Angel Torres. He's known for the OA and a few shorts. I don't know which shorts, but I'm sure he was in them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
there was really not much on his IMDb, and I did a little bit of digging, and this only like big project was the OA. The rest were like some really small shorts. So
well, I've never seen him before in anything.
Neither
He's a newcomer. He's definitely a newcomer.
Yeah,
exactly.
I remember like he's like one of those. So like I mean like with these kind of movies too. Like I'm sure like they're just like reaching out to like actors they want the names, and so like they got Kiki, they got Daniel, but I think he's one of the few actors that actually auditioned for this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
And phenomenal. I think it was a great choice, and I think that people need to do that more. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they need to start trying to at least give these new people, these new actors, more of a chance. Mm-hmm. And Jordan Peele did that very well in this movie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Angel was a really good character. He really was.
I think so. I mean,
100%,
I
agree.
didn't like him in the beginning because he was kind of a dickhead, but then I'm like,
Well,
oh,
no, he wasn't really. I thought he was funny straight from the get go.
yeah, okay.
I actually really liked his character straight from the beginning because he was like, "Do you have a membership? No, no.
Do you want a membership?
No." And then he goes, "Well, you're gonna have a hard time setting it up, but me,
Yeah,
not at all." I
that was
loved it.
pretty
I
funny.
loved it. I loved him straight from the beginning.
I
And
thought
he
it was
goes,
pretty good.
"There's a bug on camera A."
I
Like
know.
it's great. He's like calling them up about their security system that he put in. Like,
After
it's
they
just
said no,
yeah.
don't look into it.
Yeah, it's so funny. I loved him as a character. I really did.
Yeah, 100%.
Next up, we have Michael Winscott as Antlers Holst. He is known for
Biscuit?
Basquiat.
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 Okay.
Talk Radio, What Just Happened, and Dead Man. But also, he hasn't acted since 2017, a project called Vina Vidi Vici.
Yeah, so it's been a long time since he's actually acted
5 years.
in a big project.
He took 5 years off.
Yeah. So
You know what? I don't really even recognize him from anything. You know
I
what
don't
Yeah,
either, to be
no.
honest. So
But he was really good in it. He was the cinematographer, right?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
that's correct.
Yeah, he's so good in it. Like I
I
mean,
thought
like
so too.
what? Not even to go on like another tangent, but like, did you guys see that on Instagram? There was like another character that was like in the trailer that wasn't in the movie.
No, I
trying
don't
to
think I did.
I'm trying to think of, because I saw a
Yikes.
few trailers. I didn't see like too many, but I saw a couple.
Right.
What guy are you thinking of?
It's the final trailer. I thought it was the cinematographer, but
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure.
Let's take a look at this. Let's take a little, not break.
A little
but
detour.
Yeah. Because I want to see this. I want to see if there's.
Maybe they just cut some scenes out with people and we just.
Yeah, they cut some scenes, but the character I heard like that the character's
Maybe-
gonna still be in the universe of like Jordan Peele's universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
okay.
was gonna say maybe Jordan Peele was trying to do the Marvel thing where, he shows something that.
And it doesn't even make the final
Yeah.
cut. Yet it's in a couple trailers.
yeah.
All right. Let's.
I'm skimming through the trailer now, and I don't really see anybody that's not in the film.
Yeah, I'm taking a. Oh, whoa! What the hell was that?
What?
The woman with the hat.
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
watching the final trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be the final trailer.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. We're gonna.
Yeah, that was kind of confusing. That when they showed that woman.
Yeah. Just caught me off guard just there.
Yeah, I was like, okay, like.
All right, let's see. Oh, the friggin' inflatable man. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm skimming through it now. I don't see anybody that's not in
Now,
it.
do you know where? Oh, okay, I think. Are you talking about him?
I wish I could see that,
Yeah,
but
that looks.
yeah. I think that's him.
Because that's the cinematographer.
Oh.
Well, no, I'm not talking about him. But there's another character in it that like literally like because I saw this on like one of those film forum like Instagrams kind of things, and like
Okay.
they're like, oh yeah, like Jordan Peele like admitted that there's a character that like was in the trailer that like didn't make it into the final cut of the movie, but like
Damn.
he's probably gonna expand on that character and like what that character.
That's interesting. When I first saw the trailer, I honestly thought like Angel when he's in the uniform and
Yeah.
Angel when he's not in the uniform were completely two different people. I'm not even kidding. When I
Oh,
first
yeah.
when I first saw the
Yeah.
trailer, but then I watched the trailer again, or I saw the trailer again, and I was like, all right, it's the same person.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, maybe it's. There's this one guy that they show here. No, I don't. Actually, never mind.
I mean,
I don't know.
maybe we'll see in the future. Maybe Jordan Peele will come out and say,
Let's see. Like somebody like fact check us and like just put it in the comments. Like let us know.
yeah, seriously.
Yeah, honestly.
Because maybe Jordan Peele is gonna make a movie around that guy, and
Who knows?
we'll see.
and see how that goes.
Yeah.
So up next is a character that I really like, and I've known this actor. Well, not, I don't know him, but I've known of
You
this
know him
actor for a
personally.
while.
Say it. Admit it.
Yeah.
Get him on the show.
Yeah. I'll send him a text
He's
real
like
quick.
next week's guest, guys. You know?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's Stephen Ewan as Ricky Jupe, or Jupe is his nickname, I guess.
Yeah.
And last name Park. So he is known for The Walking Dead, and he plays Glenn in The Walking Dead, and he is phenomenal in that show. I watched that show for a long time
Was
growing up.
never a Walking Dead fan. I never got on the hype about it.
Did you ever watch Walking Dead? It's coming.
Me, you know what's funny? I had a friend in high school, and she was like obsessed with The Walking Dead, and like she really wanted to get into it. And the fact that she was obsessed with it made me like want to get into it less. So
That's fair.
It's like didn't get into it,
Well,
and like
I know,
now I kind of regret it because I hear it's like a great job.
Yeah.
Well, I know back even in middle school, like there were these girls that were like so like, oh my god, when the friggin' blonde chick, like from like the early seasons.
Blonde chick from the early seasons.
I don't know. But like
I haven't seen it in so long.
She died, and like all the girls were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she." It's like, shut up, shut up, shut up.
I don't even know. But
I don't know.
No,
I'm gonna look it up.
I just absolutely love The Walking Dead. For like the first 6 seasons, and then after that, it just turned to like garbage. You know, like the meme of the horse. With like, oh, the first like 6 seasons of the show are really good, and then the last 2 are just like terrible, and it's like a really poorly drawn horse at the end.
Oh my god!
That's how I describe
It's like
this
Game
show.
of Thrones, though, too.
Yes, exactly.
That's how you could describe Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Starbucks cup, like that's they just stopped giving a fuck after that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Was it Beth?
I don't even know.
Game of Thrones?
No, The Walking Dead.
Oh, I don't know. I
don't know. I just remember somebody died, and all the girls in middle school were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she died."
No. What was his name?
This
It
lady?
was
Andrea?
No, it wasn't her.
Wait a minute. Are you guys in the same room right now?
Yeah.
What?
We're just doing this so that you can see John and I.
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe I'm so stupid right now. This whole time I thought you guys both just had 6 setups. I was like, wow. And it looks
no,
I wish. Oh
yeah,
my
that would
god.
be
you guys
cool.
finesse that. Like, no, that's insane.
That'd be
Yeah.
sick.
No, we're in the studio at our school right now.
Yeah.
Nice. What school do you guys go to?
William Patterson University.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sick. What are you guys in school for?
Communications.
Yeah.
So like TV, radio, film.
So this.
So yeah, exactly this.
Dope. Is this like wait? Nah, I'll ask you guys later.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Stephen Ewan's known for The Walking Dead, but he's also in a couple other projects that he's known for as well. Minari, which came out I believe last year, 2021. Mayhem, which I heard was his best role.
You skipped one. I want to hear you say that.
I'm thinking of how to pronounce it because I have simply no idea.
Wait, Mayhem, the rock movie?
I don't even know. I just heard that it was his best role.
I'm gonna search that up.
Okay.
Yes, the rock movie. Oh wait, no, that's the band. Mayhem band. What the hell?
Yeah, man, the band.
Mayhem movie.
Like the movie based on the band.
2017 film.
Possibly.
I don't even know.
I just watched it with my friend Maddie. So
it says Mayhem is a 2017 American action comedy horror film directed by Joe Lynch. So I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, no, it's not the movie, but word.
Yeah,
It's a movie. I might have to watch. It's not rated. You know what? I'm not gonna watch it because I hate when movies aren't rated. Like it's so weird.
Like when they give that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Like not rated. Like what does that even mean? Like what am I?
Yeah.
Like,
that makes no sense.
It really does.
But his last credit that I have here is one I simply don't know how to pronounce. Ajka? Ojka? I don't even know.
I don't know. Have Google say it for you, John.
Yeah, let's see.
While you're doing that, last up on our list we have Ren Schmidt as Amber Park. She is known for All of Mankind on Apple TV, the Apple TV show.
Mm-hmm.
The Looming Tower, and I Saw the Light. Got it?
Wait, who is that character?
Amber Park, Jupe's wife. Short, redhead, I think, right?
Yes.
Redhead. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. Let me guess. You saw it in theaters, didn't you? You saw this in theaters? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? Is there like a difference?
No, I was just because me and John actually watched it literally today.
Oh,
So,
okay, word.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, you probably saw it in theaters. That's why you're having trouble remembering these characters.
Yeah, so that was a while ago. I saw it in theaters. I was super excited about it. I saw it actually. You know what? The day I saw it twice. I saw it like once, just regular, like standard definition, and then I saw it like in IMAX before we left, like the same day.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta like make sure I see this movie.
Okay, so I got the pronunciation, and then the Google Translate said it was Ajka.
Ashka?
Ajka.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
Should we all say it again one more time? Because it seems like we said it like 5 times.
Okay, sure. Ajka.
Ashka.
Ashka.
All right. So
All right.
we talked
Wait,
about
I love how you guys have like New Jersey accents. You guys are like Ashka.
Fuck you talking about?
So we talked about the director and his experience, Jordan Peele. But now I want to jump into some effects and for
Real
this.
quick, before we go into the director, we forgot one big thing. What did we think of this cast?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Skyvon, I'll let you start.
Keke Palmer better get nominated for an Oscar. Daniel Kaluuya, great, not his best performance, you know what I mean, but it's just like it wasn't really to showcase him. It was, I think they did a really good job of showcasing Keke Palmer, and I think that Daniel Kaluuya did a great job as a scene partner. Like, of course, he's gonna be great in it.
Yeah,
he did a great job as a scene partner, like supporting Keke and like really like elevating Keke's performance. I feel like Keke was phenomenal in the movie. I think she deserves a nomination at the bare minimum. Steven Yeun, I thought he was phenomenal in it. Who's the girl from Euphoria who was in the movie?
from Euphoria.
Nobody. John just
No, she definitely was.
Oh.
There's somebody from Euphoria that was in the movie.
In this?
I think it's Barbie. I want to say Barbie Fiera. She plays who's she playing in Euphoria?
I don't even know.
She plays the one who's like, who starts like doing like the cam girl stuff and like.
Oh yes, you're right. I just don't like her as an actress.
Oh,
so...
she's the with Angel in the store.
Yeah, they work together. I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
I thought that character was so unnecessary.
I agree.
Like not even like no shade to her. Like I think she's like, whatever, fine. But like, I don't know. I don't think that like.
They didn't need to add that in.
It was just so like I was like they just kind of like needed someone to walk in and just like be like a comic relief, which I guess she served her purpose, but like, no, I don't think it was that.
No, I agree. I think it was a little unnecessary as well.
Now, John, what do you think of this cast?
I like it. I think it was pretty solid. Like Skyvon said, I don't think we needed to see that girl in this movie.
Right.
I mean, personally, I don't really like her as an actress. Mainly because of her in Euphoria. She was really annoying in that show, so maybe that just bias. And
she just seemed very annoying from the like few scenes you see with her.
Yeah.
She just seemed very, it just like get out of my face kind of.
Mhm. No, but I like the rest of the cast. I thought it was really solid. And I don't know. There's not much else to say. Keke did phenomenal. Daniel was really good, and Angel. I mean, that was his first big project, and I thought he blew it. I think he blew it away.
Now, I'm gonna do something that's gonna kind of get you guys a little heated. I thought Keke Palmer was good. I don't think she was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think she could have shown a lot more emotion because there were a few scenes where I was watching it. And, she was telling OJ to run. She was like, run, run. Like no, there was really nothing. It didn't seem like there was really any fear behind it.
Uh-huh.
It just seemed like she was telling him to run. Like, I would have liked to see her, like full on, scream, freak out, run, start fucking running. Like it didn't seem like there was a lot of heavy emotion behind it. It just seemed like, get back in the house, run. Like, it didn't seem like dude, you're about to fucking die, run.
Okay.
You know, it's like, to me there was a difference, and you didn't really see much of that fear uh in like a few scenes. I'm not going to say all the scenes, because other than that she was very good. But I think she could have put a little more emotion into this character.
Right, but I kind of liked the charisma that she brought to the character, which kind of like overshadowed. Like, I don't think that like just because of like how the character's attitude's been throughout the movie, that like in that moment it would kind of change her outlook. I think that she's just kind of like she gave me very much like YOLO vibes. We're gonna kind of figure this shit out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
Right.
Definitely.
I think that character called for that much of an emotional reaction to that. But at the same time, like in those circumstances, I can understand like why you as a person would want to like
You would
her,
want, yeah.
which I think is like good, because like I guess that's like as an audience member versus like as an actor, she kind of invoked that out of you. Like, no, I want you to do this.
Yeah.
Man.
Right. And I think, that I understand where you're coming from with the like the YOLO kind of aspect, but as soon as she saw the ship for the first time, she was, or like when she saw the like horse get the plastic horse get sucked up, she was kind of like, I'm done. Or like, what, it was like something, and it's like, you're the one that started all this, you're just gonna quit. It's like,
Yeah,
like, if you're gonna stick with it. Don't like see one thing and just be like, I'm done.
yeah. but I do think that's a testament to the writing,
right,
and not her.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I think that like
yeah,
like,
I'm not blaming that part on her, but I'm talking like I said before, the emotional kind of aspect behind it, I think could have just been a bit better.
Fair enough.
for sure. I respect that totally, 1,000,000%.
Yeah,
I think
but
that
everybody else in this cast was really good. I really did like Angel, like I said. Great breakout role, honestly. Really good breakout role for him.
I would agree.
But yeah, I really don't have much else to say.
All right.
that kid's gonna be big, Angel.
Yeah. No, I think so.
So good in this movie.
Awesome. But I want to jump into effects, and for this episode, it's not just visual effects, but there's actually some sound effects that I want to mention. I know we've never really done that before, but
yeah, no, we don't really do too many sound effects.
For me, this movie I feel like it was heavily driven by its sound effects.
Of the ship.
Of everything.
Or whatever that
Not
was.
just the ship. There was so much that I feel
That's very
like
true.
affected this film.
The horse screams, the people screams.
Exactly. There's so much here.
You know.
For me, I had like the horse neighs. Sometimes it's off screen and you can't see them, so you hear them.
Same with the hooves.
Yeah, them as well.
You hear like the trotting sometimes that's off screen, that you don't even see the horse.
Yeah, and there was like a lot of thudding and like creaking and squeaking, and like at one point there's like flesh being eaten, and you hear all that.
Oh,
as well as like some footsteps and stuff like that. So
the chimpanzee.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nasty.
I know.
Chimpanzee. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Dude, you see him just boom, boom,
just
boom,
beat
and then
the
he gets
shit out of him, and then he goes back for more.
Wait, and then he gets up on the couch. He's like, I'm done. And then he goes, nope,
boom,
boom. It's so funny.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
And
then he fucking goes and kills the other dude, and then he goes back to like behind the couch and then just knocking on the shoe, just be like, hey, wake up, I'm done playing.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's
not. Like, after a lot of thought about that character, I really, really, really enjoyed it, like thoroughly. Like I was like, wow, this
like giving Jupe his backstory is what you're saying, like.
Yeah, but like just like the chimpanzee as a metaphor in the movie was like it was so dope. Like I understand. Like, it took me a while because I was like, what does this mean? Like, what does this represent? Like, and then it's like, oh, okay, a word. Like, this monkey like represents like us trying to capture the image, you know what I mean? That like, or just like, because like as a society we're so transfixed on like images, we see images, we take in images so fast, and like we don't really respect the content in which we get the images from, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't know, just like I feel like I'm like, I need to think about what I'm saying before I say it, but
no,
you're good.
I understand what you mean. That's cool.
I just hear talking from somewhere.
But yeah, well, pretty much that chimpanzee was epic.
Yeah.
No, I think so too.
It was crazy. Oh, okay, you're good. You're back.
No.
He froze for a second. You're good.
Yeah, so I just think that the sound effects were heavily influenced on this film, and so without them, it would have not been as good as it was.
Yeah,
because there was just so much going on between. I didn't even mention the ship, but like you said a little bit, there was just so many different noises that we didn't like. That we don't normally hear,
the
as well.
Wind, like the vortex,
and then the people screaming as well. Different, all sorts of different noises, and it just sounded awesome.
And the one scene after Jupe and the whole kind of, I guess, stadium, arena, whatever.
The little arena.
Yeah. When they get sucked up, it kind of the sound effect, and it gives me like, and I know that's what kind of they're trying to do. It's trying to remind you of something. You know what it reminded me of? When you're like in a bouncy house, bouncy castle, whatever you want to call it, and like you're getting like bounced around, and your ears like hit the rubber. That's kind of what it made me feel like, because that sound that it was giving kind of gave me that little like vibe of they're
being tossed around.
Yeah, pretty much, and that's what was going on. They were being tossed around, or like have you ever done one of the giant ball, like you
Oh no, I haven't done one of those.
I forget what they're called, but like you go into,
it's like the big inflated clear suit, and you like jump in it, and you're a big ball, just your legs hang out,
and you just run at each other, and that's what it sounded like,
impact.
because you hear just boing boing, and it's just it's so much fun. But yeah, it gives me a reminder of that, because I mean it gives that kind of like little tossed around kind of vibe.
Wait, where can I do these kind of things? Like, this sounds so dope.
So I did it in high school for my senior trip.
Oh.
Where?
We went to Poconos, and
really?
Yeah.
Damn.
So.
Oh shit.
That was fun.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. I've never done that, but I've heard it's actually really fun. I've seen like videos on Instagram and TikTok.
I know Wildwood actually does it every now and then. I don't know. I mean, I haven't been to Wildwood in years, but one time I went, they had the little ones, and then they also had the giant ones where you can just like run and
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, I mean,
it was the closest thing to that, and like in the city, is like the Museum of Sex, and like there's like this room with like these big ass titties where you can. That's the closest thing we have.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
that was fucking great. Not what I expected that to go at all, but I love it.
I was like, when he said Museum of Sex, I was like, where's he going with this?
Yeah.
That's great.
But going back to sound effects, the blood from everybody that died going onto the house and everything was incredible.
You like hear the splatter.
Yeah, you hear body parts hitting the roof, even hitting the windows and everything like that too.
Yeah.
It was very good.
But what about some visual effects? Do we have any of those that we want to mention?
Yeah, I had a couple. The opening sequence where it kind of shows the entrance to the, where they're showing the cast members.
Yeah.
I guess the intro credits, you would say. It's showing the ship as we see when the people get sucked up, but it's also showing the horse race that, is their great grandfather.
Add another great.
Yeah. Which I thought was really cool. And when I first saw it, I thought it was, well, I mean, it is like an old school style camera where they literally did film, where it was film. And it was very well done, and it kind of puts this movie, it kind of gives you the story without telling the story. It's like, yeah, it's these guys, it's their family, and they're trying to figure out what this ship means or what it does, or
Gotcha.
So I think that was a very good job.
Okay, Scott, do you have any like visual effects or anything like that you want to mention?
I mean, like, besides the big thing, like the alien, like, I'd say like no. I think that like you guys pretty much touched on a lot of what I was thinking. The alien was just perfect, like just like I don't know, just like I know like everyone said this before, but like it's like it really gives off like the Jaws like
Yeah.
Like what Jaws. This is like the Jaws of his time. You know what I mean? And I'm just like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get that. That's kind of cool.
Because
yeah,
like you said, like the Jaws of its time, you know, you see glimpses of the shark in Jaws, you see very little glimpses of the ship in this movie.
Yeah.
You know, there's the one scene after, you know, the ship sucks everybody up, that you see a big shot of the ship. You know,
right.
stuff like that you know make you relate to these older style movies.
Yeah, 'cause it's kind of hidden the entire film, and then you finally get to like the littlest of glimpses of it as the movie goes on, and
Exactly. And I love how they play with that because it's like the payoff. You know what I mean? It's like,
exactly, yeah.
Right.
It leaves you
and
wanting.
and like I love movies that you have to like wait for that payoff and like you finally get that thing that we've been like dying to see. Like it's a slow burn. I don't like slow burns, but I love like payoff. So it's like, you know, you gotta
find the middle,
Yeah.
the right spot there. So, yeah. For me, there is one I really want to mention about when they're like doing Gordy's show, when they go back and show that. There's a few shots that they use like this old studio camera and a little bit of a different color grade to make it seem like it's a lot older, because it was in '98, I believe.
Yeah.
And it just looks so awesome.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that.
To
The regular cam.
right, because it's showing, you know, what's happening
In that actual time.
Yeah, exactly.
So I thought that was really cool.
And even the blood, like when the chimp is walking around, they get the blood very accurate. Like they put it where the chimp is walking. It's very, very well done.
It was really cool. So.
And even when the chimp gets shot in the back of the head, I mean, the blood splatter is fucking cool. My thing is like, how did Jupe not get hit with that bullet?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it came from a different direction.
Jupe should have gotten fucking destroyed.
I don't even know, man. To be honest with you, I don't know. But
I would agree.
For me, I want to jump into a little bit of cinematography now. I know we have quite a bit here, and I don't want to mention them all, but let you take it away with those, Benny.
Oh, okay. So first off, this movie was jump cut central. Like literally, there were, I think almost every cut was a jump cut.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, there really weren't that many transitions, nothing like that. I'm pretty sure almost everything was a jump cut.
That's fair. I know you also mentioned they use rack focus.
They use rack focus a lot in this film, a lot. So the first time we see it is when the two siblings are in the car. Where are they driving? They're driving back from the Hollywood studio. After
they're going back from the theme park. They're going home.
No. The first one I'm talking about is they're coming back. They're going to the theme park.
Oh, okay.
After they just like got fired or whatever because the horse kicked the bag or whatever that was.
You're right.
And they use rack focus, and they also kind of turn Keke Palmer's voice down a little bit to kind of show that OJ's kind of like tuning her out. Which I thought was very good because, you know, OJ really doesn't want to hear this at the moment. OJ's like, you know what, you screwed this up for me. I don't want to hear it.
That's fair. For me, there was a kind of cool one, again in the car. But there was a close-up shot of M in the car when they're driving past all the inflatables. Or, was that yours?
Yeah. I mean,
oh, no, I'm sorry. I had a different one of them in the car. Sorry. Let me see here.
No, it's right, yeah.
It's the one right below that. That's why I got confused. The sequence when the two siblings are driving back to the ranch, they show like these really nice wide shots of them driving on the highway.
Right.
And the scenery is just really, really nice. So I enjoyed that. And then
if you've ever taken like a road trip, you know, somewhere, you know, with a valley, like we live. I mean, or at least I know. I used to live up in the friggin' mountains. So when I saw mountains, you know, when I went to drive my sister to school down in Virginia, I thought it was beautiful. You know, you see all these beautiful mountains, and it's really nice.
Yeah, and then in that same like sequence, they show a bunch of interior shots and car shots, and they look really nice. You get one from the back seat. It's like not eye level; it's a little bit below eye level, so you can't really see what's going on in front of the vehicle, which is kind of cool and a little suspenseful.
Yeah.
So I like that.
It was nice. I also really like the close-up shot of M in the car when they're passing all the inflatable whatever tube men. And the thing is, when I first saw it, I literally thought Jordan Peele might have took another shot of like the inflatable tube man and kind of like, I guess, masked it on the reflection of the window, but I don't think he did that. The reason I thought that at first was because it didn't show up on the reflection of the actual car, and you would think with a white car you would see these colorful tube men, but regardless of that, it was a really cool shot because, you know, it was very cool because yes, you see like the reflection of like the tube men, which you don't really see. You don't really see reflection shots too much on like driving cars.
Yeah.
Because majority of the time they're just like, you know, it's just them looking at like the lights of oncoming cars. Usually it's at night.
That's true.
But it was very cool, and it, you know, it had a lot to do with this story with the inflatable tube men and everything. So
that's definitely true.
I went on too long of a rant there. My bad.
It's all right.
Okay.
One thing I liked is the final shot of like the house when it's fully covered in blood.
Oh, that was so
and you
cool.
have the rain and the ship above it
Gorgeous.
and the storm. It all looked just pristine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know like how to describe it. It was just beautiful.
Yeah.
The house is covered in blood, all red, and you can barely even see it. And then on top of it, it's just a black sky with a circle. You see the little ship outline, and then you see just rain all around it, and it just looked beautiful.
Yeah, it was wild, but it was a really cool shot.
Yeah,
Really cool.
It really was.
I also really like the shot of when M is kind of telling the backstory of her wanting to train the horse, and she's, you know, you get the shot of her standing outside the window. And also the thing is, what they do, or what Jordan Peele did, is he kind of muffled her voice a little bit, showing that the window's closed and the shot's coming from outside, which I thought was really cool and very well done. But that shot led into, you know, the flashback where, you know, you see OJ, you know, helping train the one horse, which I thought was very, very good. I thought it led into that flashback very, very well. And it was a really good reason why they did that shot.
Gotcha. So
I love.
Yeah, go for it.
I loved just like how Hoyt Van Hoytma captured the sky, like
all those night scenes. He captured the sky beautifully.
Oh my
It was
God.
just flawless. You know what I mean, and the fact that like I don't know if they used like an LED screen or whatever to like really get that stuff, or like I don't know if it was like CGI, but it just was like gorgeous, like how like he was just able to like really, really capture that, and then like make it look that great in IMAX. It's just like that was one of the biggest standouts for me personally.
Right.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna see if I can hit record again on it.
Well, what I was gonna do, John, is I was
Oh, did it stop recording?
The GoPro died. It's probably dead. What I was gonna do is what I'll do is I'll change it from pinning him.
Okay. Oh, just to do the wide view.
Do both of us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Just all of us.
Yeah, I'll try to.
Okay. Yeah, just do the three view.
Yeah.
Okay.
So remove pin. Let me view gallery.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. Cool.
So we're good.
So is there any other visual effects that you liked, Skyban?
No, cinematography.
Oh, sorry. Cinematography.
Should I take it from just where we were talking about, like the sky? Or should
I mean, if you have any other ones that you want to mention.
Like, well, I just didn't know if we got that already.
Yeah, we got that one.
We should have been good. I think it died right after that.
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, technical difficulties.
Always. I know. Can't go a recording session without them.
No, not at all. So.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, another highlight, just all the tracking shots, I thought were stunning. Like with Daniel on the horse, and like with like watching like the alien fly through the sky, and then it was all like stunning. I mean, like what else do you expect from?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that all looked really, really great. I like those tracking shots as well, like you said,
Yeah.
of him on the horse, and there were some tracking shots of the cars as well,
Yeah.
which I enjoyed. So
There's one more shot that I want to talk about, and it's the shot when OJ first sees the ship.
Mhm.
Like, you know, you get the behind the shot from OJ, and then the camera just goes like a quick pan up to the sky to see the ship kind of go right past a part in the sky where there's no clouds. And I think that was very, very good and very well done. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it was because the way that they did that shot, you know, it really gave you the panic and the fear that OJ felt. And I mean, you can't really get any much better than that, because that's the job as, you know, director and camera person. You want to tell the story that the director's trying to, you know, get across, and you want to make the audience feel what the character is feeling. So I think they did that very well in this shot.
Yeah, no doubt. But I want to talk about some music now.
Yeah, I mean, the soundtrack for this helped portray the story perfectly, and you know, like we say every episode, John,
the soundtrack really isn't supposed to like tell your story. It's supposed to help you feel a little bit more.
It's supposed to help you emphasize the story.
And I think this movie did that really well.
Yeah, with this soundtrack. This soundtrack was done by Michael Abels. And I mean, it does a great job emphasizing the story. And you don't really realize it, but you know, when we do the script, and you know, we try to do the script and watch the movie at the same time. Sometimes you forget about the music, but when you're in like that slot of the script, you like really pay attention to it, and now it's like, wow, this is really helping the story. And it's not sarcasm. It's not, you know, I'm not bullshitting here. Like, this is actually really helping the emotions come alive, I guess you could say.
That's fair.
Right. And I would agree. I mean, and also just like, I feel like this, like, the score is a testament to why people compare this movie does. It's like, it just was like, this is like, I think one of his bolder, more grand kind of scores.
I think it was because he's, you know, trying not to just be that horror guy. I think he's kind of trying to be, you know, a more versatile and kind of branch out into different genres, which he did with this one. You know, he was doing sci-fi, but he was still keeping that little horror aspect of it too.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's a couple songs. There was one that I really wanted to mention, and I can't think of it. Sunglasses at Night. They played this at a little bit towards the end of the film, and I thought it was so cool. They played it a little bit in like the middle of the film.
Right.
When Angel gets there, you hear it 'cause it's super loud, and then all of a sudden you see his car go off, and then like 15 minutes later, movie time.
Yeah.
You hear it again, and I don't know. I feel like that now that I hear this song, all I think of is this film.
It's a great song.
And it was really good because people know the song. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they really do.
I thought it was good.
But I mean, the whole soundtrack it'll take us another hour to get through.
Yeah.
So we're gonna jump into some acting right now. You know what we thought. I know we gave kind of our views in the beginning, but we'll just do a little bit here.
I know I had one. For me, Keke Palmer, I liked her. I didn't really like her character because I thought she was kind of annoying. But that means that she's doing a good job portraying her character as M. So I liked what she did.
I gotta completely agree with you, dude.
I liked
she did get it. She did get annoying.
Yeah, she got annoying, but I think that she did a phenomenal job with it, because if I didn't think she was annoying, that means she's not doing her job right.
Yeah.
So I
think I think you guys hit it on the head. Like, she's supposed to be annoying. Like, her character is annoying. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that the character is like vaping the whole time throughout the movie.
Yeah. That's
it's
like the chick from Knives Out.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was annoying too.
So dumb.
But like, it was like, but like, I think that, like, again, like, Keke Palmer is phenomenal in the movie because of these reasons. Because like, she knows exactly how to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna probably. I should have done this before. Do not disturb. Okay, love that.
You're good. You were saying about Keke Palmer?
Yeah, but like the thing is, like, I mean, I've been a fan of Keke Palmer since True Jackson VP, even with her Degrassi days, and I think that she's grown to become like not even this like not it's like beyond actor at this point. It's like an entertainment, a personality. Like she's become like this bigger than life thing, and like
Yeah.
the fact that she's like doing so well right now, and she's like getting these opportunities to really flex her acting muscles. I'm just like I'm super proud. I'm super excited to see what she does next because I really love what she did in this movie.
Yeah,
I can't disagree. I think she was really, really good for what she was given.
She was, but like I said, I wish there was a little bit more emotion, stuff like that. But
sure.
I understand we're here to kind of nitpick.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
So.
But yeah, I mean, unless you guys have anything else to say about the acting, I kind of want to move on to a few mistakes and non-mistakes that we have.
Yeah.
In terms of mistakes, I have one that I want to mention. It's kind of subtle, but like I noticed it, and then when I was doing the script, I was like, oh, I need to mention this because it's just, I don't know, something that we always mention, these little things. So when Angel gets there to help set up the equipment for the first time, he opens both doors of the van, but then he comes back to the van in like a later scene, and you see the right door is closed, but he has to reopen it again.
Yeah.
But previously he opens them both, so I don't know.
Probably
it was
just like
a
a continuity mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have one on here. It's not really a mistake, but the sound in certain scenes, and I'll tell you one scene exactly. It was when OJ is going to sell Lucky to Jupe. Mm-hmm. So in that scene, OJ's on the stairs, and M is on the ground. OJ's a little bit more elevated.
Yeah.
The sounds of their voice are way too loud. They are way too loud and way too clear. Because you wouldn't be hearing that. You really wouldn't. Because, and there's very little background noises, and you can tell. And that's why I'm like, that's why this movie was like, it threw me off there, because I was like, their voices are too loud. There's no background noise, because they were at, what was the place called? What was it? Place where Jupe owns.
Theme park.
Yeah, okay. They were at the theme park, and and like you should be hearing background noise. You should be hearing, and you saw before that it's packed.
Yeah.
So you should be hearing these background noises, and you really don't. And their voices are very loud, and like it's almost if like they voiced it over.
They dubbed it, maybe?
Not even dubbed it. Like they're saying the words, but like because I was really like watching, but it sounds like they voiced it over.
Interesting.
And it's very weird. But that's pretty much it.
Interesting. So we don't really have many Easter eggs. There's kind of just one little thing that I noticed, but I didn't put it in the script, so I'll let you say it.
Really? The guy that's for all product placements doesn't put it in the script.
Here's our little product placement segment on the show.
Yes. So, you see Angel setting up the whole security system, and you see him using a Razer laptop. All you gamers out there probably know by the symbol.
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
did too.
It's like a three-headed snake. It's cool. But I'm a big Razer fan.
Yeah, I know.
They got really good equipment. I got a keyboard. I got headset. I got everything.
Yep. I mean, I noticed it. I just didn't even think to put it in here. So I'm glad that you did.
Yeah.
But now I want to talk about one of my favorite parts of the show. Our movie ratings that are on websites. Yes. So first off, we have IMDb, which has a 7 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has an 82% with a 68% audience score, which is kind of weird that it's so far apart.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
That is a big gap.
Definitely. And then we have Metacritic at a 77, but they're more critical. So I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that it's a 77, where IMDb is kind of a 7.
Right.
So, I don't know. What do we think about these scores?
So personally, I disagree.
Okay. With?
All of them except the 68, to be honest.
Okay.
I thought this movie was good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it was really good, like how everybody was kind of
Making it out to be?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was good, but I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go lower. I'm gonna have to go lower on the IMDb. I'm gonna have to go lower on the Metacritic, and I'm gonna have to go lower on the Rotten Tomatoes regular score, like
Okay.
the 82%.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Skyvon, what do you think?
I actually like disagree, but respectfully. And
Right.
I would say this is Francis. He's the lead actor in my movie.
Okay, cool.
But what's up, Francis? How you doing?
Here, hold on. I was gonna say, do you mind joining back in maybe like 10 minutes?
Wait, can you hear us?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you mind just joining back in 10 minutes when you guys plug the
Oh yeah,
movie?
yeah. Sure, no problem. Skybound, just let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you.
Yeah,
Alright,
we'll
cool.
we'll give you a minute to kind of text him and let him join.
Alright, sounds good.
All right, cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Alright.
Okay, so for me, in terms of these movie ratings,
Sorry, man. Let's see.
no,
No, you're
it's all
good.
good. For me, for these movie ratings, I think I like IMDb and I like Metacritic, but I'm gonna go in between. I kind of think it's like a 7.3 for me. So I like this movie a lot, but I didn't like love it enough to give it a high rating.
Right.
So I'm between like a 7.5 and a 7.3. So that's what I would give it.
I'm on the higher end.
Mhm.
I think that the movie did exactly what it intended to do. And whenever a movie does that, I can't fault a movie. You know what I mean? I can't like nitpick the movie and
Yeah.
Right.
think that I wish it was versus what it was supposed to be.
So
Yeah.
you want to put these scores higher if possible is pretty much
Exactly.
Okay.
But they're not by any means they're like they're still not.
they're not perfect is what you're trying to say.
No, I think that like in the 80s is like where I would hang out.
Awesome.
4.5. Yeah.
So now we're gonna jump into the budget and how much it made opening weekend and how much it made so far. I mean, it is still. I think it's still in theaters,
Yeah, it's still
right?
in theaters.
Yeah. So
In some places.
yeah. So the budget was estimated around $68 million.
Which is quite a bit. So.
It's a lot, but also not that much.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but not. Because, you see other movies who, $200 million, $120 million
Yeah,
budget.
that's fair.
You see a bunch of these, but, I'm not going to say $68 million isn't a lot of money because
Yeah, it's the most amount of money Jordan Peele's worked with.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's big for him, and, I mean, he did great with it. Opening weekend, it may not have reached the budget, value, but it still made $44 million.
That's true.
And then overall, it has made $148 million.
So it's done pretty well. Definitely.
Yeah, it doubled the budget. So I mean,
Jordan Peele, baby.
Yeah,
Jordan Peele, baby. That's my guy. I love Jordan Peele.
Yeah, I mean, great. I mean, it was good for him.
What else can you say about that? You know what I mean?
I understand. Like I said, I mean, he did great. He doubled his budget.
Yeah.
For overall, and it's still making money.
And it's going to in the future. So I think it'll be good.
Right. So I mean, Jordan Peele did a great job, but just personally, I'm gonna have to say this movie wasn't that great to me. I think there were a lot of aspects that maybe could have been touched on more, or like some aspects that were just missed in general. But that's pretty much it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would agree.
But now, what is the final part of our show?
Do we want to mention awards, or do we want to
bonus content?
Bonus. Okay. So for now, I want to jump into our favorites, like favorite scenes and favorite quotes, if we have any. Skyvon, do you have a favorite quote or a favorite scene that you want to mention?
I would say like my favorite moment is when Keke Palmer is looking at the camera, and then she sees like the
bug
mantis and the camera.
Yeah,
that moment where she's like, "What the fuck?" Because I was also like, "Oh
yeah,
yep." Peter, no, actually no. You know what? The moment where Daniel Kaluuya's in the shack with the aliens and they come in.
Yeah.
Like when that happened,
Motherfucker took
everyone
my
in the
scene.
theater went insane, and I was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
what the?" I was so scared, and then when he punched one of them in the face and it was a kid,
Dude,
I was like,
I
I
know.
loved it. You literally took my scene.
That's
I was
fine,
like, okay, he's going with the praying mantis. Good. And then you say when he's in the shack with the aliens, I'm like, motherfucker.
It was such a great scene.
It really was. And because like when you see it, first you think it's a horse, and then you see it like rise up, and it's like, nah, dude, fuck that.
That ain't it, man.
It's like, fuck that.
It's so suspenseful. I was like, I was freaking out to myself.
And like he's got his flip phone like ready to take the picture, and then you see him like back up, and then right at the friggin' side of his face is one of the aliens. He just rocks. I thought it was so funny when he just rocks the alien.
I know. I thought that was great.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Any favorite quote from you, Skybon? Favorite quote?
Probably when Dan Kaluuya was like, nope. Like that's just like
right.
That's a genuine reaction. Like
yeah.
Like, it was like in that moment, he's like, that's like what I'd be like, nah.
Like it's not gonna happen.
Like, nah.
Right.
Yeah, I think that was like the most appropriate way to respond. And so like I think that's like my favorite. But I mean, like I haven't seen the movie in like 2 months, but like if I look back, I'll drop a quote on my story.
Right.
Gotcha. For me, I don't know if I particularly have a favorite scene. There's a few ones that I enjoyed, but I'll go into my quote first. This one I kind of like a lot. He says, he's big, he's bad, and he's got a lot of spirit. But anything with a spirit can get broke. I thought that was cool.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
My quote kind of goes along the same, I guess you could say same lines. Because if you think about breaking a man's spirit, that man has to have a dream. Mm-hmm. So mine is from Antlers Holst. Jesus Christ. And my quote is, "The dream you're chasing, the one where you end up at the top of the mountain, all eyes on you. It's the dream you never wake up from." And I think that's really cool.
Awesome.
And in that scene, it really moves the story along.
Yeah, no, I agree. And for me, I think my favorite scene, or a scene that I enjoyed at least, is the one where it's kind of towards the end of the film, where OJ and the horse, Lucky, they're running away from the ship, and the ship's kind of just on their tail. And I think it just looks visually fantastic. So I think for me, that's my favorite scene.
It did really, it did look very, very nice. But that's pretty much it for the episode. It's time to give our final ratings. Mm-hmm. Do you know how we rate these, Skyvon?
I sure don't.
All right, so we rate them on 3 different scales. We go acting, plot, and then overall rating. So as the guest, we're going to let you go first for acting.
Just on a scale of like 1 to 10.
Yep.
Acting, scale of 1 to 10. I think that the performances were pretty much flawless. So I'll give the acting a 9.5.
Okay.
All right.
Now the plot?
The plot. I thought the plot was good. I enjoyed the plot, but like a good plot has to relate to more than one person. Like everyone has to like collectively agree. So like with that being said, I'm gonna have to give it a 7.5.
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
And now your overall score of the movie.
Overall score, I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
All right.
Nice.
Solid.
Yeah.
John, do you want to go up next? I feel like I've been kind of going before you all this
That's
time.
Fine. For me, my score is acting. I'm gonna go with an 8. I liked what everybody did. Keke Palmer was really good. Daniel was good, and Angel was fantastic. Yeah. Plot, I liked it, but at some points I was confused. So I'm gonna go with a 7 for the plot. Like you said, I feel like it needs to relate to more people. And overall, I'm gonna go with a I don't want to give a decimal, so I'll go 8, even though I'm a little lower than an 8. So an 8.
So I'm kind of going completely different for you. I'm not giving this movie like zeros, but
yeah.
But to me, this movie wasn't, I really don't think it was everything that everybody made it out to be. So for acting, I'm gonna give it a 7. because of Keke Palmer's performance.
Okay.
Not that, like I said, not that she was bad. I just don't think personally that there was enough emotion. I wish it was more, this is life or death. Some of the stuff that she's done doesn't seem like it's life or death, which in this movie it clearly is.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm bumping it down a few notches because of that, because that's big in movies. Emotion is everything in movies.
No, I would agree.
For plot, I'm gonna give it an 8. Plot wasn't bad, but like you said, it's got to pertain to everybody. Overall rating, I'm gonna give it. It's tough. I'm really in between a 6 or a 7.
Wow.
Damn.
I'll go with the higher score. I'll give it a 7. I will.
Okay.
But I just don't think the movie was as good as everybody was making it out to be. I really don't.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
I have one thing to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to do a grown-up job. TRUE True Jackson VP. That's my song. I love that song. I love Palmer. And yeah.
Yeah. You can get your boy back in while we kind of start doing our outro here.
Gotcha.
So, if you guys like this episode, thank you all for tuning in. If you like us, click that like button. If you want to see more, click that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell. Also, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcast,
Google
Podcast, everything, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. And actually, if you guys leave us ratings, that actually helps us out a lot. So
it
if
does,
you want to leave us a rating on Spotify, Anchor,
Apple Music,
Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, anything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all these reviews help. Also, the promo code for this episode for 25% off the merch will be NOPE. Can't make it any simpler than that.
So just go to oneshotmoviepodcast.com and use promo code NOPE to get 25% off your order.
Yes.
And speaking of merch, Skyvon, we're going to get a shirt sent out to you.
Hey.
So
nice.
Yeah.
We
just, we gotta have people start buying merch. You gotta promote the merch.
Absolutely. No, I'm so thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, we are gonna stay in touch. We're not sure when we're gonna get the shirt out to you, like we said, because
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you
money's
to it.
tight. No, we're definitely gonna do it. But I'm just saying, money is a little tight right now. So I mean, we will definitely get you a shirt because we want all of you guys, all of our guests, to have a shirt as a very nice thank you for coming on the show, because you also took time out of your day to come on here and talk with us. So it was great, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely.
And any social medias that you'd like to plug, anything you'd like to say about for you?
Hey guys, I have a movie coming out called Keep Me Where the Light Is. It's written, directed by me through my production company, The Melting Pot Collective. And it's a story about this guy who gets put in a shitty situation, and he has to figure his way out of it. And he has some things that he has to tackle within his own community and identity in order to find a resolution for the problem. You can follow my movie on social media. It's Keep Me Where the Light Is Film on Instagram. You can follow my production company page, Melting Pot Collective LOC, on Instagram, and you can follow my personal Instagram, Skyvon Hardy, SKIVONHARDY. Also follow my band's, well, not my band, but my boys' band's Instagram. It's called Dondrele. Love those boys. And yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Matilda. Shot Matilda.
And
okay.
When are we expected to see this movie be released?
I'm gonna announce that very soon. I was gonna announce it on this podcast, but I think I'm gonna hold off and just wait a little bit longer. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody just stay tuned and check them out and see when that's gonna be released.
Yeah. By the way, you guys are also invited to the premiere of the movie as well. So,
awesome!
Awesome.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely, no, for sure. That'd be great. looking forward to you guys seeing it. So.
Yeah, awesome.
And where is it being released on? What platforms?
So the plan is to go to festivals, so we're gonna do the festival run first, and then we're gonna have a small screening sometime in November, I want to say.
Nice.
And it's gonna be in New York City. So
awesome, man.
Nice, yeah. That's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Really am.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know you were trying to get one of your guys back on here.
Yeah, so I mean if
so
he can't get on, I mean
yeah, he's in a work meeting. He was like popping up for a second, so I'm like, all right, don't even worry about it.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Once again, thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come.
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it.
It was
Thank you guys.
It was really cool to kind of like have a fan of the show on.
Yeah. And also someone who knows the industry a little bit more than we do, because I know we're still in school,
we're still learning. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it was
you guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It was great to have you on, and yeah, we'll stay looking out for your release of that movie.
Yeah, definitely, man.
All right.
Well, this has been Nope on the One Shot Movie Podcast. And you're now tuned into the One Shot Podcast hosted by Vincent and Johnny.
This show contains movie spoilers, R-rated content, and Hollywood's hottest takes on movies old and new.
Listen at your own risk.